guys. So I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded a YouTube video, and I plan on talking a little bit about what I've been up to the past few weeks and what I plan to do with this channel in the future in this video. So first things first, I wasn't sure if I was going to come back to YouTube. There were some recent changes to the site that I really was not happy with at all, and I'm still not a big fan. However, the longer I've been away from YouTube, the more I realize how much I enjoy the process of making videos and that I miss it. As such, I am going to continue to make videos and upload them to this channel, but as of right now, I don't think that I can justify making videos as frequently as I used to. It's just when I feel like I want to make a video and I have the time to do so. So that's really what this video is. I had actually recorded some of this footage over on Twitch, and that was where I was planning to refocus my video efforts, and I still plan on streaming over on Twitch fairly frequently. I will leave a link to that in the description below. So now that I've talked a little bit about what my plans are for the future, I would like to talk about what I've been doing the past couple of weeks. I have been focusing very intensely on my Etsy shop, and I have been creating new products. I have been creating more stickers and pin back buttons and art prints and art originals, and I've really been trying to focus on my shop and making it look nice and generally trying to make it work for me. Whereas in the past, I wasn't really doing that as much as I should have been. I think this is a learning process thing. I think anytime you start something new and you're not quite sure what you're doing, you're going to grow and you're going to learn and you're going to see, oh, I'm doing this wrong, I should be doing it this way and this way. I think that applies to art, I think that applies to business, I think that really applies to basically all elements of life. And so what you're seeing me work on here are basically some examples for a product that is available in my Etsy shop. And one of the things that was a goal of mine at the beginning of this year, if you remember that video, is that I wanted to be more helpful to people. I wanted to do more quote-unquote tutorial type videos where I was a little more instructional. And so one of the things I started introducing to my Etsy shop were digital stamps. And this video specifically shows my process of working with these digital stamps. Basically, what they act as are a sort of guide. If you're not quite sure how to draw, but you like art journaling or collage work or mail art or really anything that needs little bits and pieces, this is supposed to help you with guidelines to draw on top of. So the original file is actually very dark black, but for these examples, I actually lowered the opacity of them, so it was a little easier to work on top of. And what I'm showing you in this video is that there are lots and lots of different ways to alter these digital stamps. You can give one of the faces bangs that doesn't have bangs, you can add earrings, you can add different types of shirts and accessories, and you can add bottom halves to their bodies, or any other number of things that come to mind. And then of course, once you have your lines done and you've accessorized these girls, you can photocopy that and just work on top of your photocopies about 1 billion times. So really what I wanted to get out of these stamps was something for other people to be able to either, one, learn how to draw, if you're a little intimidated by the idea of base sketches, and you want to learn how that works, You can kind of do a trace method with these digital stamps. Or even if you know how to draw, but you just want a little bit of a shortcut. Sometimes, especially when I'm just messing around with collage work or something a little more casual than an original illustration, I just wish I had a shortcut. I wish that there was some way that I didn't have to do all of the work every time. And maybe that's lazy of me, but I have seen many other people enjoy shortcuts like this. You see people tracing over magazine faces or any other number of things. So that's what I'm working on in this video, are some little examples, mostly that I wanted to put in the photograph area of my Etsy shop, but also so you could see, almost as a tutorial, how to alter these stamps in a way that works for you. Now that we sort of have that bit of what I've been up to out of the way, I wanted to mention one more thing that I have been up to. This is a very big step for me and a movement towards a goal that I didn't know if I would be able to do. And that is that I purchased space to be at a local Comic-Con in my area. And it's a small one, but I think that's for the best since it is my first art show, I guess you could call it. And I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited. And so I think it's one of those things that is going to be good for me in the long run. I think it's going to be good for my business. I think it's going to be good for my art. It's going to be good for me as a person. And so I knew that I just needed to do it. Especially because it was a Comic-Con, and if there is one thing that I tend to relate my art to, it's kind of a comic book style. So I truly felt as though my art was a good fit for this convention specifically, and I wanted to take the leap and purchase the space before I backed out on it, because I have done that with shows and things like that before. And I didn't want that to happen again. And as such, my next month and a half is going to be extremely busy because the show is near the end of March and I have never done an art show before, so I have to buy all the stuff to set up a booth and I have to make sure I have the right stock and I have to do so many things. And probably what will happen is I will end up going there and I will realize that I forgot about a billion things. So I'm not looking forward to that bit of it, but I am looking forward to the idea of being a part of a convention when a few months ago I probably wouldn't have even considered it seriously. So if you go over to my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description of this video, there is a tab at the top of the page that says local, and if you click on that, it will bring you to the event that I am participating in. So I know this video was a little bit all over the place, and mainly that's because this is more of a catch-up video. It sounded like I said ketchup, like ketchup and mustard, but regardless, this was a video in which I was trying to catch you guys up on what has been happening in my life and what I plan to do with this channel in the future. And hopefully the next video will be a little more refined, it will be a little more focused, hopefully. If you have any ideas for future videos that you would like to see, you can leave them in the comments and I will see if I can get around to them. Thank you all so much for watching. You can subscribe if you want, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.